Okay, so still off by 2 seconds. I need to adjust my timer, at least my time setting for this one. 7:55:24 is apparently the correct timing for that. I don't know why I'm giving like this much like level of granular detail and perfection when it comes to the start time theme music now, but I just am. And honestly, the way my brain works, I'm kind of here for it. But I think I got one for this theme. I still need to confirm tomorrow's time for that theme, but yeah. Spoken like a true speedrunner, exactly. You gotta get those frame perfect strats. It's like what's even the point otherwise? But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and bring it right on in. Welcome on in, everybody, to this week's Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. Welcome on in, Call3X. Welcome on in, Gecko. How y'all doing tonight? So yeah, so I think I still... Ow. Move, I'm gay. So welcome on in, Jesse. How you doing tonight? What is that line from? There's a friend of mine who uses that as their like follower alerts, and they have like some kind of video that kind of goes along with it as well. I don't know if that's actually related, but where is that line from? Brandon Rogers? I have no idea who that is. Brandon Rogers. Actor and comedian. Okay, so there's like a random YouTuber. American actor, comedian, filmmaker, and YouTuber. Okay. We do a whole bunch of things apparently. There's a Common YouTube channel. There's a writer on the adult animated series. Hell of a boss person. Okay. Okay, that kind of makes a little more sense then, yeah. Oh, they've been in quite a bit of stuff, it looks like. Back like 2008. Good lord. Apparently that original show is actually still going or whatever. Huh. I would say I'm learning things, but odds are this is not going to stay in my brain. That just, I don't know. Especially today, my brain is not like high functioning right now. He's also the voice of Blitz from Hell of a Boss. I've actually never seen any Hell of a Boss, so I have no connection to that whatsoever. Even before that, though, yeah, it seems like they've been that person been doing a thing for quite a while. Then, do you then not need to move as you are gay? I mean, the line isn't move if you're not gay. It's just move, I'm gay. It's just giving you the reason why you're moving. So the move command is still applicable to everybody. It just gives a bit of an explanation as to why. That's my interpretation. Val, do you only watch a small bit of it? That's like 1,000% more than I've watched. That's all I can say. I'm not really much into like animated like shows or anything like that these days. Like the last animated show I was like at all into was like The Simpsons. Even then, now that was like over decades ago at this point that I've last like intentionally watched an episode of it. Actually, honestly, it might have been like the Simpsons movie might have been the last time I actually like specifically went to see something Simpsons related. You have a hard time watching anything anymore? Yeah, as far as like shows go, because for a while I was using my roommate's Netflix account to be able to watch like a whole bunch of like old shows, stuff like that. Usually some kind of like TV sci-fi / comedy / not really sitcom, but you know, kind of shows like that. Like shows like Chuck, Warehouse 13, Supernatural, kind of like a random assortment of things for a while. And then at some point I just kind of fell out of it, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just watch everything on YouTube now. Just like watch random people do random things. Dematerializes and rematerializes approximately 4 inches away. I believe you. Where do I want to take that? In a way, that could also be considered like speedrun tech. Is that you're kind of like you're glitching, zipping yourself from one side of the screen to another one, and trying to find like a very precise pixel to be part of. That's the way I'm interpreting that statement at this point. Yeah, does that mean when the Simpsons movie 2 comes out, that'll be the next time I go check out an animated movie? I mean, I'm curious about it. Although, actually, no, okay, okay. Does, like, I'm actually not sure if this is still the term that they use for it, but for movies like Zootopia, is that considered, like, CG or CGI animation still? And I guess technically by that, actually, I guess that kind of animation is part of it, or animation in that name. So, yeah, so I guess, like, Zootopia is probably the last quote-unquote animated thing I've seen then. Yeah, I guess when I think of, like, cartoon, I think more of, like, a... I mean, I guess you could call it 2D cartoons. My brain is going to weird places tonight. But yeah, like kind of the original style of cartoons, like you used to see on TV for like decades ago, stuff like that. Like for some reason, 3D animation doesn't fall in that same category for me, and I don't really know why. I don't know. I've never had to think about this until just now, and I'm not even sure what I'm even thinking about, honestly. Let's have a date night to watch the Simpsons movie. Yeah, the only thing I remember from the Simpsons movie was Spider Pig, Spider Pig, Does whatever a spider pig does. That is literally all I remember. And I remember the pig was like super important to the ending of the movie. That is all I remember of it. Actually, was that the movie / episode where Mr. Burns was trying? No, I think he did that in the show too. Where Mr. Burns was trying to just like block out the sun or like entrap the city so there was like no sunlight or something like that. I figured that was actually the movie or an actual episode. I feel like it was both, personally, but it's been so long since I've seen it. But yeah, I think Zootopia is probably the most recent one then. Nope, the movie was the giant dome. So what was the purpose of the dome then? Was it not meant to like block out the sun and stuff like that? I remember that being the thing for one of the things I was thinking of. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, that's just the way my memory works. But yeah, at this point, I think that was a good time to give that wheel a good old heckin' speed. Wait, is that Timespinner? I think that's Timespinner. What's the color for? Okay, we just spun Timespinner again. I'll admit, I'm not exactly in the vibe for Timespinner right now. Yeah, Springfield was a biohazard pretty much. They dumped too much waste in their lake. Okay, that's absolutely nothing for what I remembered of it then. I must be thinking of like a random episode then. I remember there was something with The Simpsons where like Mr. Burns had set up like this big machine to just like hold a big blocking plate against the sun, which also doesn't make sense. There was like a stationary plate and the sun kind of revolves around the planet, stuff like that. Spin again. Okay, we have one vote for spin again. Is anybody like super into seeing me do another Timespinner run tonight, or are we going to just spin again? I would like to request a confirmation vote from whoever's available to do the vote. Okay, we got 2 spins. Okay, that is confirmed. Yeah, because I'll say my normal rule for this is that normally with like 2 weeks in a row of the same game, I'm fine with that one. If we get 3 weeks in a row and we get the same game, which has happened, if we get 3 weeks in a row of the same game, that's an automatic respin, because I don't want to be doing the same game for like weeks and weeks on end. But in this case, we have democracy as one. We shall go ahead and do another heckin' speed. I was gonna laugh if it landed on Timespinner again, but no, we're doing Bloodstained. And so Bloodstained is actually the game I've been kind of wanting to do for the past like couple weeks, if it hadn't been my choice. So this is actually kind of a good backup, I would say. So let's go ahead and I need to turn off the recent sorting so I go back to my favorites. Oh, I do need to run the randomizer separate from this though. Do games. Wait, was it not under games? Oh, I probably should just move under games, honestly. I have the Bloodstained Round just on a separate folder. Okay, so let's go ahead. New version found. Implemented progression hints in the randomized game if items are shuffled. Made it so checking the spoiler on the map editor automatically opens the correct map. Sure, let's update. Why not? Can enjoy the jams in the meantime while I wait for the update to happen. Speed. God, what was that voice break? Speed. Actually, it seems like they changed some of the UI for this. Okay, so overworld pool. Logic complexity. Higher values usually follow a progression chain. I'm going to keep that as its default for now. Randomize all quest rewards. Randomize all items sold at the shop. The weight of shop items locked behind events. No, there used to be like a little question mark icon. You can kind of see some of the details on these. I'm not seeing that in the current UI, so I'm gonna have to actually go to like the mod page at some point for that. Quest requirements. Eligible slots for waystones. Item cost selling price. Yeah, I think I need to check the. I've been kind of wondering about maybe like toying with some of the settings for the Bloodstained Randomizer. I guess I'm gonna have to do a more in-depth look at that if I want to make that work. Yeah, I think we'll just do all this, all of our basic settings. So, oh god, there's crowd control. Oh, that sounds horrendous. All right, let's generate a new seed. New seed, test seed. Okay, that. Okay, so I like how the test seat actually does have a field specifically saying whether or not the seat itself is beatable. So, for those who may not be aware of it, there is a feature / program that's like made by a different group of people called crowd control, which allows viewers to basically modify things in game. It can be something as simple as like giving me like an extra like $100 to spend in the game, something like that for items, maybe giving me like a quick health refill, or to like giving or taking away key items or pieces of equipment, stuff like that. And in some cases, just straight up like, you know, your character dies. Which in some games, for me, it depends on what game they're playing. That determines whether or not I'm fine with the character dies option. If it's a game like a Zelda game, or if you die, you can just do like a save and quit, you just reset back to somewhere, I'm perfectly fine with that. Option to have the character get killed in a game that only uses old school style save spots, I do not like whatsoever. Then you can lose so much progress so quickly. But yeah. You be both benevolent and the bane of my existence simultaneously. Yeah, that's typically how crowd control usually works. Although usually it's I guess it's not usually in equal amounts. Usually it's like, well, okay. So from what I've seen on crowd control is that usually it's like the most evilest of people at the very start of the run. But then the longer the run goes, the more and more beneficial people become. Because at that point, even then they realize, okay, I just want to see the end of this. Let's help the streamer a little bit. But yeah, so and part of my issue. I do kind of an issue with crowd control, and this issue might be outdated at this point because I haven't actually looked at it in the past like couple years. But they seem to have kind of a, they're kind of, I don't know if I want to say greedy because I don't know if that's really the right word for it, but they have quite a bit of a like fee that they take out of people for like the donation stuff like that. And I know there was like certain limitations on how much you could actually reduce prices on things to basically make sure that, you know, the people behind the character are getting like their proper funding and whatnot. And it just seems like it's a little much for me from what I've seen. So that's kind of one of the other reasons I've never really been like super big into it myself. Yeah, you're looking, you like and appreciate my face. Your face is acting cute too, Jesse. And thank you for the lurk. All right, so generator is made. And welcome on in, King. How you doing tonight? Go ahead and get the game of the going. I think this should be a game I can turn the controller on after I start the game. Why did the music start again? Okay, so first... Oh, I did not mean to click on that. Bloodstained. Is it showing in the right window, first off? No, it is not. I wish I could make it not show that window. It always shows up the debug window for some reason. Okay, can I just close that? Can I close the debugging tool? Okay, close the debugging tool, just go straight to the game. I don't understand how the debug thing works. I don't even know why it opens the debug. But, you know, it does what it does, I guess. You are dead? Not big surprise. But yeah, honestly, I've kind of been feeling the same-ish. Hold on, I need to move the window. Yeah, because last night I didn't really get like much actual sleep. I got like plenty of rest because I was in... Well, I got my normal amount of rest, which is technically not really enough for me. But yeah, I spent a lot of last night just being awake and trying to go to sleep. So I'm actually more awake than I expected to be right now, which is kind of the interesting part. Is that supposed to be the right button? It's been long enough since I played this, I forget what button's actually supposed to be correct. Let's go ahead and... Okay, the buttons are backwards. Wait, select and begin. Oh, no, the buttons are actually correct. No, the buttons are not correct, because... Okay, let me try to do something real quick. How do I get to... I guess it'll be under settings? Controller... PS5 controller black. Base button glitch will be placed in universal style in big picture mode. I don't know if I want that. Enabling games without support. Team input. Oh god, I figured how I set this up now. Yeah, that was you too, oddly enough. Interesting. What if I just enable customer, or not customer, Xbox controller support to begin with? Okay, let me load an existing file first, just make sure the buttons are... Where am I? Okay, my buttons are in fact backwards. Let me actually restart. Why is my character not on the screen? Hold up. Okay. Okay, now my controller's on to begin with. I did not mean to turn on big picture mode. I didn't know that button did that. I don't care about controls. Okay, can I just turn this off? Okay, that hour. Okay, exit big picture mode. I did not mean to do that. Okay, I gotta try to find my way back to everything now. Okay, so controller's on to start. Hopefully this helps. No one ever means to turn on big picture mode. I mean, there was one time I intended to turn that on so I could actually get access to like the controller settings to actually fix like the way a certain game functioned. So I can say there's once where that's actually been intentional. Come on, I'm trying to move the window here. Make sure I got everything else in the proper setup. Okay, I'm using the wrong... Okay, the wrong buttons are activated. Why are my buttons going to reverse all of a sudden? Okay, you know what? Okay, turn that off. This is why I need to go back to like a quote-unquote more generic controller setup. Extra random randomizer. I mean, the thing is, this isn't just with Bloodstained. This happens with like all sorts of games I have on my computer, where just like the buttons will be like using the PlayStation style, the circle and X buttons, and then the triangle and square buttons are like randomly swapped on like random games. And I've never really fully understood why. Okay, so hopefully now they got everything set up correctly. I hope they're correct. We'll be able to boot this game up now. Let the game open up. Close the debugger. No, come on. I'm trying to move the window. Okay, let's hope this works. Oh, why? Okay. Why is it doing this? Settings, controller. That's just a controller name. What if I just enable PlayStation controller support? Does that help? I don't know if it's going to change anything when I'm actually in game. The thing is, I don't want to change the controls. Yeah, maybe I need to hydrate to help my brain realize what the hell's going on. Thank you for the hydrate. Can you use my progress? You sneeze my settings away. I would. Can you sneeze again so you can unsetting my settings? Nope. No. Short default. Okay, maybe if I... X. Now my controller setup is green. What if I just like force like not enabled? Oh my god, this is gonna basically make the game unplayable for me because I do not play with these controls normally. Why is it giving me problems now? It has never given me problems before. This device inputs? Okay, is that just showing the actual PlayStation controller portion of it, so that's not gonna help. You ever attempted to unsneeze? Were you successful? That's the important question. On game controller layouts. I mean, it's still doing the wrong direction, so I would assume the answer is no. Okay, I've never had to do this issue with this game before. That's the other issue. Calibration, maybe? Joysticks, gyro. Actually, can I? That's about balanced. Yeah, I guess. Okay, if I put it on the table here. Okay, that's about accurate. At least the gyro is about correct. I don't care about rumble. Oh, that's how I made my controller have the green setup. Okay. So that only changes. That only does like some things. No, maybe this is just one of those games where I had to have the controller plugged in for everything to work the correct way. Let me try turning off my controller. Reach for my cable. Come on. Plug that in. Give it a second to do its beep boopy. Alright, now we'll try running the game and see what happens there. Can I just close the debugger immediately? Yes, I can. Good. Of course, I have to do everything super odd way to make the window move correctly. Back to OBS. Back to the game. Hold on. Why is... There. Nope, that's not what I wanted to alt-tab to. Okay, no matter what I do, all the controls are reversed. Okay, you know what? Fine. I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. Also, why are only 3 buttons being affected? What was circle used for originally? Backstep, directional shard, view map. Did that button never have a use? That is kind of blowing my mind, honestly. Okay, so if I do confirm, which should be this button. Apply yes. Okay, so the menuing is going to be effed up, but in-game control should be fine. So if we do delete. Nope, not that. Get rid of all these others. Alright, so let's go ahead and controller make me controller that'll be the name we use for this run. Hi. Again, the thing. You know what? Sure. ASD of oh no. Wait. Oh no, oh now not. Fine, that'll be our file name then. In honor of the great Caltrix. Playing as Miriam.
Johannes.
Okay.
Are you certain?
Wait, the controls didn't change. What the actual hell? What? Why did it not change? Okay, so apply. Oh, I didn't press the right button because the friggin' menus are screwed up. Okay. Okay, so now these buttons are correct at least. I think it's actually a decent weapon. Decent weapon, yeah. Okay, now I gotta remember the control or the menu controller is screwed up. Which is a remembrance that is just not gonna happen regularly, I can tell you that right now. Also, I should probably do the category update as well. We are no longer simply just catting, we are now bloodstaining. There we go. It's now time for the Tisrozaya. It depends if we find it. And specifically, it's Tisrozayan. I forget where the umlaut is in that term, but there was an umlaut in there somewhere. Ooh, early shard. If it's obvious, it's kind of useless shard. Actually, can I also change... There's confirm and... Wait, confirm and back? There's no other... If I do confirm... Okay, so that's keyboard control specifically. Okay. Take that. Ooh, green shard. And we get the freaking boor. Because why wouldn't we? I mean, the boor familiar actually can be used for, like, speedrunning shenanigans. If you have, like, double jump and you actually know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I do not really know how to make that work the way I need it to, so I've never really done that myself. Do I want to do the wrist ring? Is it even worth? Oh, that's a lot of negatives. You know what? We don't have a lot of defense to begin with. Let's see exactly how bad an idea it is. We do get to do more damage, but yeah. The animation look both good and bad at the same time. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. It is definitely an interesting style. And I know, like, I've seen, like, the trailer they released for the sequel, which I think they're still working on officially. I don't know, I'm kind of of that same opinion for the second game as well. Yeah, we'll see more when the game actually... Actually, hold up. When is the second game supposed to come out? I'm assuming there's an actual, like, listed release date at this point. I remember seeing the trailer for that, like, a while ago. Bloodstained 2. Nope. Bloodstained. Scarlet Engagement is what the new game is called. Okay, just set for 2026, so it's no actual specific release date yet. And Nathan Bad just odd. I would say it's basically like a full-on 3D environment, but you only play in 2 dimensions, which maybe is part of the setup. Because there are a couple sections in the game where you actually do get to like go around in a technically 3D environment, where like you're not just on the same like 2D plane basically, but you're still playing with 2D controls. And I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but when we get to that section, or sections maybe, I think it might be 2 sections like that, I can kind of point it out. Like you. Keep thinking that crate source, so I can't make that jump. Roll shard? Old Sue. Which I don't think is usually as strong. I mean, I do have the strength of a randomized, so using it now isn't going to give us like the best indicator of a strength, but we can still test it. Oh, hello. Oh, that costs a lot of MP though. Yeah, because one of the things I have for this is that the MP cost of a shard is randomized, and the relative strength of the shard is modified by a specific proportion with the base of the MP cost compared to the new cost. So the base cost is like 20, but the new cost is 60. It'll be basically 3 times as strong as a result. 3DS Kirby games had a similar thing. I never played any of the 3DS Kirby's. Literally, the last Kirby game I played that was not just a demo was Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. Or I guess technically Kirby's... What was the name of the Kirby mini golf game? I forget the exact name for that one. It was either Superstar or the mini golf game that I played for my last Kirby game. I did play a little bit of I played a demo for the one that came out for the Switch a while back. I forget the name for that one as well. Yeah, the foreground and background were both part of gameplay. Dream Quest, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, I love Kirby Dream Quest. I wish they made more games like that. It was just a fun, unique aspect they added onto that, especially with all of Kirby's powers as well. I don't think I ever played Tilt and Tumble. I know I did play Pinball Kirby for the Game Boy, like the original Game Boy. I don't think that was Tilt and Tumble, though. Although it could have been, I just don't remember. All options are equally likely. Adjusting. Right. Menu buttons are backwards. Ah, dang it. Okay, because the head is not... Oh, god, that would take a lot of damage. But yeah, because the head was not on screen, I cannot actually damage it, which is annoying. Got him. Oh, we got a white shard. Please don't be invert. Please don't be invert. Please don't be invert. Yes! Okay, we have the actual best movement shard to start with. Let's second go. I guess I should say the best white movement shard. Accelerator is also probably my favorite movement shard, but it's a different kind of shard. Being that it's an activated shard instead of a passive. How dare you not die in one hit? That's illegal. Our freebies. The Ambrosia could be nice, but since everything's randomized, it doesn't really matter. Oh my god.
So, what'll it be?
We can't craft anything super useful right now. All right, all the ingredients for the shards are still the same, because the randomizer does not do anything with those. We do need more flight feathers if we want to make our accelerator faster. Do we have anything that dismantles anything cool? All right, all the wait, yeah, all the ingredients are the vanilla, so we need to actually just straight up find accelerator or the Jeebles glass if we want to break the game. What can we sell? Do we have anything valuable? I have Damascus, some emeralds.
Have a deal.
Yeah, I'm still using that. All right.
What are you looking to buy?
Do you have anything useful? Always get waystones.
Is this thank you?
Because it is extremely possible to soft lock in this game in certain sections if you're not careful. That's an expensive potato seed.
Is this thank you? Then we have a deal.
I guess maybe this takes place during the potato famine. Do we have anything good? I don't like great swords. Ooh, I actually like that. That's a... It's also rapier. I don't know. I think we'll actually hold on to our current one based on the money it costs. Ooh, ribbon. Let's take and go. Give us some luck at least.
Thank you.
Or an, ooh, a coronation gown. That gives us some attack as well.
Thank you.
Gold necklace. Not actually helpful right now. Okay, I like how just legit all the best stuff is available right away. So I forgot to actually do the selection for the scarf. At this point, I don't think we really need the wrist ring. Yeah, I want my defense. This is one of those games where you basically cannot get to like 1 hit point damage from all attacks. So you actually do want defense in this game.
Help my little sister turned up on me.
Yeah, anything that's food, I'll take the quest for. Or anything that's like super high level end gear or recipes.
Here's what I've
take the
turned
quest
up
for.
on the monsters. Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Plunderer's rings are also good. Oh, we're probably not gonna be in that area for like ever though. Something good about you? You're a cutie, you're a good heckin' friend, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, we already have all the quote-unquote good quests. Although we can also plant the one of the seeds we bought. Technically, we should do rice first. There's a recipe that requires only rice, but yeah, we can make it work. Free teleporter. Ooh, 2 shards. Let's go. Ooh, Void Ray. Void Ray isn't the best shard per se, but it's a damn good one early on. Actually, what's the MP cost? Void Ray. I think that is a little stronger than it normally is. But yeah, if we need to do like some quick long distance damage, this would be a great shard to do that with. You glad you're here too? Heck yeah. Here, birdie. Oh, I didn't quite make it. You can't. Oh wait, we have high jump. We don't need to do anything complicated. Well, I do need to aim better. There we go. So I do need to be Niflheim. I do kind of like spears, although I don't think they have. Yeah, you can like angle attack with these, which is my problem. At least like katanas you can. Did take care of... Oh, you're one of the quests. Actually, you know what? In that case, since I only took quests that I actually wanted to take, let's go ahead and find out what the reward for that one was. Okay, so I think it was the Tari guys that gave us the cash shard. Strawberry Crepe. That should give us some more luck. We always want luck. Ooh, 2 luck. Let's go. Yeah, see if we can maybe get some more shards to make this, or yeah, more shards to make it stronger. Yeah, like I said, I think it's specifically these tankier guys. Looks like luck is not on our side so far. Already got what was in there. Okay, money's not bad. We have a good chunk of money right now, but we don't have, like, the most money. Oh, if only the bats actually gave a useful shard. These rooms are great for farming bats, especially with Accelerator. Ow. Come on. Anything else over here? Another bird. Oh, right, this is not the section that changes the screen, so we could still get done this easily. This is gonna be a little risky because we are here super early, but we do also have a lot of, Oh, that is not a lot of damage. Oh, there's the curse. There we go. Yeah, curse used to be so terrible that once the curse ended, you would be basically at whatever HP you were left at from the curse, which reduces your max HP and MP by half. But then they changed it to where you actually get your missing health back afterward, which makes it so much nicer. There's so much happening on screen. Yeah, that's kind of this room. You're not supposed to be here until, like, a decent ways into the game, but because we have the high jump super early, we got access to that, which gives us access to a couple more checks, so I figured why not. Yay, more Void Ray. We get more Void Ray. Not yet, apparently. Purple. Kick expertise. That is not helpful. Ooh, Shuriken. I've always liked Shuriken as an attack shard. I think that's cheaper than it normally is, but I think it should still be useful. Just getting further since the shard increases power. As a general rule, yes. There are some shards that have more miscellaneous effects that happen when you get more of them. But as a general rule, yeah, the more shards you pick up, the stronger the shard gets. Yeah, there'll be another feature you can do to improve shards called increasing their rank, which you usually need like certain materials for. You're kind of like basically crafting an improved version of it for the most part. Those usually give you like a different type of upgrade effect. Like for like one of my favorite shards in the game is Summon Hellhound. One second. So the more shards you collect from enemies for Summon Hellhound increases the amount of damage that it does. If you increase the rank of Summon Hellhound, it actually increases the area of the screen that it affects. So basically all shards have like two little things that get upgraded between the two upgrade styles. Ow. Actually, I can't get up here now. Get this out of the way. Summon Good Boy. As soon as I can, I will. And yeah, at least with like the vanilla MP cost and power stuff like that, Summon Hellhound is by far the strongest shard in the game. Like it can easily do like 600 to 700 damage without any improvements to it. And you can make it big enough to take literally the entire screen as well. Although typically I only bring it up to like, you can basically the maximum shards and rank for any shard is 9. I only ever increase the rank for Summon Hellhound to 7. Because if it does take over the entire screen, I literally cannot see anything else going on. So I do kind of limit it in that regard. But yeah, otherwise I love to get that powered up as much as I can. Attack the thing. There we go. Now we can get us out of here first. The large lad. Okay, so I want to not kill the frog here. There we go. Here, froggy. Here, frog friend. Actually, I'm going to turn off my familiar for now, because he can easily screw things up. Here, froggy. Time to get you home. Come on, frog friend. Frog friend is home now. Ooh, Aegis Blade. That is more defense, but I'll worry about that later. Yeah, it kind of lowers our attack stat, which is unfortunate. We can't enter there yet. We actually could go across right away, but I still like to get all the checks here while we're here. Oh, you're still alive. How dare. Dang. Oh, there's a check down here, too. There you go. Yeah, whenever we can find the double kick movement ability, we can also do some dive kicking to help make our downward movement a lot faster, too, which I'm looking forward to. Then I can do everything actually fast. Okay, they don't have too much health, at least. The problem with the accelerator is that it does cost 5 MP per... Actually, hold on. Is that spell different? No, it's the same base cost. Ooh, one hit kill, let's go. Brilliant splash, not helpful. Oh, okay, so one of the weird things about the durational spells, like the Void Ray is, if you don't have enough MP on hand to do like a full cast of it, the game does not let you cast it. So because the MP cost is 60 per second, if we're at less than 60 MP, we can't even start it. Even if we could still hold it for like 0.99 seconds. Which I've always been kind of annoyed by. But it is what it is.
Stop right there.
You stop your face. Ow. There we go. Yeah, shut up, everybody. Come on. Basically just shooting with a gun? You're not wrong. But it's a magical gun with magical bullets made of darkness. Yeah, this guy will give us a little bit of free money and some free XP, so it's always good to get like a quick level up off of him. Murgless, is that actually a good one? No, it could petra. That's a big damage reduction, but it's also a sword, so sure. So this weapon has the ability to petrify enemies, which literally is just a one-shot against them. Oh, Shadow Tracer. Yeah, one of the downsides to the way that the... Oh yeah, another downside to the way that at least these aiming ray attacks work is that they only do damage every so many, like, milliseconds, and you can't really modify that in any way. So if you want to try to save your MP, you have to just do, like, little taps of the cast. You want to do enough where the attack actually triggers, but not so much that you're wasting a whole bunch of MP as a result. It's kind of a really fine balance. Yeah, you can see the petrification is like super useful. Yeah, I can summon magical blades. They still cut. Or you can just like be magical blades like the Killer Barber does. I don't think I need to save at this point. Okay, so you resist petrification. You do not. Okay, you have something for me. Not a great shard. It's not a bad shard, but it's also not really a great shard. I love the petrification, or the ability to petrify enemies. It is just so nice. No, we'll take Igniculus, actually. I don't get to see him a lot. So Igniculus is actually like a DLC familiar, I believe. It comes along from another character. I forget what the DLC and the other game was that they kind of like collaborated with, but it's from another game they did like a collaboration for a bunch of years ago. We actually could go up from here, but that goes into a much higher level area than I want to deal with right now. We're just going to assume we can't go there for the moment. Nice, you got a max die roll. Hopefully that was for a good check.
You get to drink from the fire!
Oh, you're doing that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, you did. I didn't know Nicholas could slow them. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to get another bottle of water because I do not have 6 hydrates left in this one right now. There's 4. My current bottle is 1 hydrate short. I'll be right back. I need to grab another bottle. Why did I put the controller on my chair instead of the desk? That seemed like a silly decision. There you go. There's your 6 hydrates. But yeah, there's another friend I do basically that exact kind of same thing too. Except I don't use a D6. I use a D20. And he only has a maximum of 20 hydrates redeemable per stream. And yeah, I basically use up whatever's left at that point. Again, we could go up. I don't feel like going up right now. Yeah, get slowed. And get stoned. That guy did not want to get stoned. No, I'll take the speed belt, actually. That seems kind of good. He's staring at me menacingly. Oh, that gives luck? Actually, you know what? Sure, let's get some luck out of that. Okay, so we got the teleporter. I don't think you're immune to petrification, but I could be wrong. Okay, you're not immune. Serving menacingly, but also cute in an odd way. Mena-cuteningly? Would that be the right way to say it then? Probably just a certified cat moment. Also that, yeah. Yeah, we're all set to our master of staring both innocently and maniacally at the same time. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of casts. Blue shard. Okay, more Sacred Shade. I still find it kind of funny. You can actually petrify a gargoyle. And it actually defeats them rather than just like replenishing their health or something. Oh, I thought you died. Yeah, I suspect the swords are actually immune to petrification, but I cannot confirm that. And dragons do a lot of things. That's putting it lightly. Okay, can I cheese your AI? I might be too close. Ow. There we go. Yeah, any self-respecting boss should be immune to petrification. Yeah, you can literally just be at like this distance away from this boss and he will just turn around forever. I mean, just look at you, you create worlds. Haven't you created like universes, not even just worlds? Or am I just misinterpreting your medium? Well, Tayab. Actually, I think that's the good one. Okay, that's actually the better one, because that does damage at a much faster pace than Void Ray does. I think it is also cheaper than normal, though, so it actually might be weaker, but I'll still take it. We got some food. HP and intelligence, heck yeah. XP gain. And intelligence. Now we're supposed to do even more damage. Yeah, the downside to Fall Tayab though is that it doesn't have quite the range that Void Ray does. But again, it does so much more damage. Because it doesn't have that he's actually resistant to dark in general. But... Not what I meant to do, but... Oh, even that didn't one-shot him. Come on. Okay, bunch of money. I feel like the Blood Grinder Knight's actually, like, slightly weak to vegetation. Of course, when I say that, I can't petrify the next one. Yeah, way to disarm you, probably just hug you or something you're easy to distract. Like, look, squirrel! Then you just go to instantly pet the squirrel that somebody found. Okay, yeah, Shuriken does a good bit of damage. That's good to know. Come on. You can... Stop pinballing. All the weapon expertises, but none of them are actually useful for me. They're not the right weapon. Okay, I thought there was nothing down there. Do a quick little safety save. Wait, that's a teleporter. Show you a scrungle to Cheriton, you're fine. And if I understand, like, almost anybody is a scrungle at that point. But pretty much everybody's fine. Okay, did I actually stone you, or did you just die in one hit? Okay, I must have stoned you then. Do you? Yes. Yes. Okay. Ooh, silver bromide. Gives us access to the train. And the alchemy sorcery lab, I think it's called. You, Scrungle. Reef, Scrungle. Friend, Scrungle. Couldn't have said it better myself. There we go. Money. That, we'll check that area later. Getting plenty of shards at least. We'll come in and see you later. How you doing tonight? Okay, so I can't get in there quite yet. Got some recipes. Got you stoned. We really shouldn't need a save here, so I'm not gonna worry about that quite yet. You do actually hold your friends dear, so yeah, you cherish everybody. Heck yeah. Got the beans. Do I have the other Bloodstained games? This is the only Bloodstained game I own. I've never been, like, really interested in the 8-bit style Bloodstained games. I've always been more interested in, like, the more modern style of Castlevania games, personally. not as Tootsies. It's okay. I got his consent in a contract before the run. Bean, 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 ow. Bean, 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 bean. There's one more item down here. Okay, just, only $10. Okay, first off, why are they spawning here? Why do they look different? Are more of them gonna come here? Okay, so that is actually not sufficient. Good to know. Oh, we got their ooh, actually, sword expertise is actually useful. Yeah, let's do sword expertise, do a little more damage. Nice, immediate stone, let's go. Okay, we already got everything else done. Slice your toes, you will unmake me. Can I boot the toes? Does that count? Something good about beer cheese? I've never had beer cheese. I don't know if I would like that, because I do not like the taste of like most kinds of alcohol, especially ones that are like straight up beer. I mean, like the only beer I've ever had that I've actually like at least been okay with has been like Guinness. Everything else I'm just like, no, just take this away from me. And welcome on in, Nambi. How you doing tonight? Oops are fine. Duly noted. Also, I like how when the enemy gets petrified, their model still goes in like the direction they started in. Those portraits can just go right in front of your face. It's the little touches that amuse me. Even on the snoot? Yeah, boops. Oh yeah, this is the area I was talking about earlier, where you're in like a more proper 3D environment, where you actually kind of go around. Why are you not dead? We kind of go like around the tower itself. I need to heal. I could cause myself poison, but I don't want to cause myself poison. Heal, definitely. Something bad about free ketchup? There's never enough of it. There has to be more free ketchup in the world. That is your bad thing about free ketchup. Thank you. Not me just bringing despair. But again, there's never enough free ketchup. And that's something bad about it. There needs to be more free ketchup. Capacity I don't need. Magic is good though. Random loot. Ooh, cinnamon cookies. Oh, come. Great sword expertise. That's not helpful. I'm getting more of it. As soon as I stop dying, I shall do so. There we go. Alright. I guess I'm still technically dying. Let me just do that. Okay, you had a stack on there for a second. That was actually kind of cool. But congratulations, Domby. You got yourself a kitty. What are you going to do with your kitty? How am I at 60 already? I just had like a full heal. We get cinnamon cookies, sure. And a potion. Yeah, I do not need to worry about the bugs right now. Okay, just the components down there, so I'm fine with not picking those up. Dune mask. I don't think that's particularly useful to me at the moment. Oh, it needs a dull hammerheads. Okay. Well, that would be a quick enemy farm. Wow, the Igniculus can actually like one-shot them. That's actually kind of impressive. Force feed mustard hot dogs? Ew. How dare. Come on, get stoned. You know you want to. Oh my god, I just cannot jump over this guy apparently. There should be a teleporter here. Yeah, let's go back to town. Oh, we can save stuff like that. Actually, can I get a better, oh wait, no, we don't need that shard anymore.
Here's what I've tapped.
Strawberry cake. And recipe.
So, what'll it be?
So... I'll wait until we get back to meds for that one. Augment con, meh. Yeah, none of these are actually useful right now. I doubt we can really craft anything cool. Yeah, because the... Wait, these should be random. Or shouldn't they? I don't remember how I have this set up. We can craft a lot of things, theoretically. Come Welcome back, Mads, everybody. Future here comes a mustard dog. Oh, hell nah. Il heckin' eagle. Yeah, not really too much we can do here, then. Let's go see... Okay, first off, we can get the picture taken. So when we find Alucard, we can make our... we can make our proper ID.
Relax. You look too serious. What are you looking to
Trying to
sell?
sell stuff. Don't need bronze. Don't need silver. Don't need steel.
Thank you. Then we have a deal.
Okay, that's actually quite a bit of good high value. Ooh, Big Spice really valuable.
We have a deal.
Monster Fangs are good. 8-bit coin, diamond, emerald.
Thanks.
I think I use these for... No, it's a Hell Horse if I use. These I can sell.
Thanks.
Bean die.
Thanks.
There's a lot of high valuable monster materials. Ooh. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Then we have a deal.
Don't need that.
Then we have a deal.
That's worth a lot. Sure.
Many thanks.
I still like everything else as it is. Yeah, okay, so...
Is this right?
Nope,
Can
nope.
I help you with something? What are you looking
So
to
can we buy anything good? You also do not like mustard? Yay. We are kin. You have no idea why I took you until just now to mention that. I mean, some things just don't need to be mentioned. They're just like, just naturally understood by the universe. Yeah, nothing else we can really get here then. Yeah, it's a little rape. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't really need any of that. Oh yeah, let's go save as well. Oh wait, I need to buy some antidotes. I need to buy basic recovery stuff. You don't like American mustard? American mustard is all I've ever had, so maybe there's like another kind of mustard that is theoretically good, but I'm not willing to try with my taste buds.
Then we have a deal.
We really shouldn't need ethers, but they're dirt cheap, so why not? We cannot buy antidotes. That is highly concerning. Balls. Well. Oh, those are dirt cheap too.
Is this when we have a deal?
Yeah, just in case we do find the fairy familiar, we get those ready. We can actually buy some ingredients.
Is this many thanks? Is then we have a deal? Is thank you? Is then we have a then we have a deal? Is many thanks?
There we go. See if we can make anything now.
What are we transmuting this time?
Well, now we get to make one of your favorites. We get to make... Wait, no, let me just try that again. We get to make... cheese.
I'll go with this.
Make some soda water. And I think in this version of the randomizer, we actually can buy the stuff we create. Let's go confirm.
Really?
Then get to it
In
again.
that case.
Why are you back again? You literally were just here.
Wait, you still haven't told me. What are you looking to buy?
Okay, we actually can buy them
Right,
now.
Thank you. Is many thanks.
Yeah, so in the base game, once you craft an item, whether it's a component, a weapon, armor, accessories, stuff like that, you can always buy it forever at the store afterward. In either an older version of this randomizer or just the original in-game randomizer, for some reason that feature was like disabled, so you still have to craft everything manually if you really wanted it.
Is then we have a
But now
deal.
that's not an issue anymore, which is nice. Yeah, English and French mustards are superior because they're actually good. The French Dijon mustard is very flavorful and is actually used quite often in high-grade mayonnaise. I'm also not a fan of mayonnaise either, although that also might be like an American versus like European thing too. I don't actually know that for a fact. Ironically, the British have a love for hot foods. Out of everyone in Europe, you freaking loves hot, spicy food. I remember hearing something about that a while back recently. It might have been for you, but I think it for sure was you or not. Yeah, horseradish, mustard, peppers, chili. Yeah, you freaking love it. Yeah, I like some level of spice on things, but so a level of spice I can easily take is like the medium level, like paste salsa, stuff like that. Beyond that, kind of gets more of a question mark. You did somehow get me to try fry sauce? I do not know what that is. I never actually went and saved. Dang it. No, we're going back and saving because I do not want to lose progress. There's always something I forget when I go back to town. Without fail. Also, do I have any of these I can turn in? Or did I already do that? I think I already did that. And save. Yes, sir. Yeah, you don't expect me to. It's basically exclusive to your state. Well, what goes into fry sauce? And no, just heck that guy in particular. I don't really need the tornado slicer shards, but I'll still take them. How dare you survive? That's not allowed. Why do you refuse to get stoned? There we go. Yeah, it's basically a spice mix of ketchup and mayonnaise, just made in a particular way. I know I've tried like ketchup and Miracle Whip together before, and that's actually it's not a great flavor, but it's definitely an interesting flavor. I actually wouldn't mind trying it again at some point if given the opportunity, but I don't know when that opportunity is gonna come up. I guess we can save here too. And because we have the high jump ability already, we can actually get this item sooner or later, which is just money. Rar. Also rar. Poop the snoot. But do not poop too close. Yeah, get used to that for like some of the boss fights. That is gonna be like our best DPS for a while. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, you just need one more hit. Never mind. True Arrow, which is not the most useful. There's also magic here. Until / if we get Deagle's glasses, we still want to pick up all the magic upgrades we can. And health upgrade, why not? Now we go all the way up. Oh, I went too high up. Dang it. Okay, we'll go back down the elevator a little bit. Yeah, I always forget that the next area you have to go to like the middle of the everything to make it work. Ow. Your favorite sauce is actually a mix of several together. It's ketchup with some mayonnaise and then some good non-vinegar based hot sauce. It has to be fruity. So one thing I can definitely agree with is like the fruity general flavor of things. I like fruitiness, especially when it comes to like if I'm gonna drink any kind of alcohol, it's gonna be like a fruity as hell beverage. That much I can say with like no hesitation. I don't need bullets. I do need to check it's over here, though. Oh, I already did grab it. Never mind. I like fruity things? Indeed. I'm almost like a fruit bat in that case, but I'm more like a fruit cat then. Also, I do appreciate how, like, the backswing of the sword also has the hitbox. It's the little details I appreciate. That made. Up in intelligence. There's a shard. Summon insect, not helpful. Yeah, basically the mayonnaise is for the fatty richness you want. Ketchup has the acid and sweetness. Hot sauce adds a kick and extra fruitfulness to the ketchup side, so it's not all tomato. You don't want vinegar because then it gets too overwhelming and you can split the mayonnaise. Yeah, and I know vinegar is like a pretty big component of ketchup as well, so it's already kind of in there to begin with, so yeah. Also, my favorite character in the game right here. For those who don't know, I will let you... Actually, you may not be familiar. I'll let the intro cutscene play out, and see if you can give me a little, or see if you can recognize why he's my favorite character.
Is there something I can help you with, human?
That aura about you. You're a vampire.
And what of it? Will you murder me for that alone? I've picked no quarrel with you. My name is Orlok Dracul, but you may call me OD.
Miriam. Am I permitted to take out books from this library of yours?
Of course, Miriam. Although you would be my first human patron. The books here are magical tomes that impart power to their readers. As long as you are here, why not avail yourself of their boons? Okay,
so part of the reason I like this guy is, so I'm assuming you've at least seen a little bit of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What character does OD look like? Come on, Conquest. Oh, they're giving us this right out the bat. I don't know if I want that. Ding, ding, ding. And not only that, not only is he basically Alucard, the voice actor you heard saying his lines is the exact same voice actor who did Alucard in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The fact that they brought him back for, like, specifically this role is, like, so freaking amazing. I love it so much. Okay, so that gives us more defense, elemental resistances, directional shards. I think that applies to my current ones. Actually, I do want to take that.
I'll go with this.
So, Tome of Conquest is a very specific book. As you can see, it gives you the effects of 3 different tomes at the same time. But if you enter a certain section near the end game with this book basically taken out, you're going to be in a secret boss fight. And you're not going to have a good time. And right now, the 2 of the 3 books really aren't useful for us in the way that at least I play the game, so we're just going to kind of forget that exists. And his book selection does improve as you explore more and more of the map. Also, you can do this to the original librarian in Castlevania Symphony of the Night as well. So they let you do that to Orlok Dracul here as well. You let him just, like, hammer him into the ceiling. Also, there should have been a second chest. Unless I need to beat the boss here for that first. Let's find out. Oh, I thought you were gonna do your dive attack. Ooh, slow, nice. Got him. So that's the enemy that, or the boss in the vanilla game, you normally get the double jump off of. Instead, we get Draconic Rage, which is a strong shard, but it has a decent wind-up time, and its hitbox is kind of weird. That's new. I've never actually, like, bypassed Alucard before. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. That's what's supposed to happen. So I guess I think maybe the other one comes up when you have, like, invert. You, like, hold them up onto the ceiling for a certain amount of time. Maybe that's how that works. You get over here. Draconic Rage. Ah! Exactly. I don't really need to go in there. I don't have the means to get into the secret room over here. Let's check out this way first. You get back here. There we go. Good spot. Yeah, cake. Ow. Dantalion. Dantalion is actually kind of a useful familiar because he actually gives you like occasional buffs to certain stats. And one of the stats he gives you a buff to early on is your strength stats, so he makes your physical attack just so much better, which is super nice. Ow. Another green one. Bloodbringer, okay. Ooh, white shard. Double jump, let's go. Now we have all of our movements. Hell yeah. I think this is more of a shortcut. Yeah, I gladly received the Durg's blessing. Oh, I gotta be down there. Yeah, environmental. Actually, I can just put on the Aegis Blade. Oh. There you go. With the Aegis Blade, you can ignore any kind of environmental damage, which is super useful in rooms like that. Actually, I can do the same in this room too. This is nothing but environmental damage right here. Also, you're a new enemy. I can try to farm you for shards. This isn't the only room I can farm them in, but since it's the first, there we go. Okay, just a red shard. Okay, it's not useful. Okay, that's just a silver chest. Don't need that. I don't know your shard yet. I want to find out what shard they give us. It is not particularly helpful, unfortunately. All right. Ow. Ow. Yep. Your goodness cursed me. Honestly, kind of fair enough. You gotta get the yin and the yang in there. From this day forth, all ketchup I find shall be Hunt's ketchup. That's a fate worse than death. How dare you bestow that upon me? Okay, I can't bring that across, unfortunately. Hey, dragon, want to get stoned? The answer thus far appears to be no. Also, if he hits you with either his like claw attack or his tail swing attack, he will knock you literally across the room and probably into the next room and reset all the damage you've done. Please do not. Fair enough, yeah. I just figure in case that Dirk wants it. I'm not a purveyor in it myself, but I'm not judging of those who do partake. dagger. Ow. Wait, did I heal somehow? How am I healing? How is that healing? Bon Cal, you bestow you the curse of draconic hangnail? Oh, good lord. Oh, God. Ow. I can't enter there. I can farm you real quick for the shard. Hang it. Yeah, that's another thing I love about this game is that like 99% of the enemies have like a good easy farm spot. So if you need to like get shards off them or get like some kind of item, there's a way to like quickly spawn them and defeat them. Come on, you do have a shard, don't you? It is technically possible for an enemy to not have a shard in this game, because there are 2 enemies in this game that don't normally have them. Let's confirm. Thunder, Elemental. Okay, you do have a shard. If they did not have a shard, it would show up as like a bunch of dash signs instead of question marks. There we go. That is actually kind of a not bad shard, but we don't really do much with passive shards anyway. Alright, boss time. Time for more Durg action. How dare you poke me with your chin? Oh, God. There we go. So that's an enemy that, or a boss that actually pops up as a regular enemy in a later stage of the game. And you can get the shard off them as a boss fight, it's just super rare. Oh my God. You have too much health. Okay, so it takes 4 to destroy you. Or Bloodbringer. Okay, so I need to go the other way first. Sometimes that door is open under, like, weird circumstances, but I guess not that time. There we go. Yeah, those are called Titanias. It's one of a few respites of that particular creature. Oh, there you are. There you go. There's a Warframe with that name? Yeah, I'm semi-certain that name has like some kind of like historical reference to it. I just don't know what the reference stuff is. Yeah, 3 out of 10, lacks finesse, hardly capable of the twin worlds. You just gotta believe in it hard enough. Ooh, Crimsonite. That's usually a good value. I'm assuming you can get petrified, right? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, spin for luck. Oh, that I can do. Oh, so close, though. Thank you for the hydrate. Although, I'll admit, I do kind of wonder what it would look like if the spin animation, like, stopped in the middle of me being blown away. Like, if that would, like, change the spin trajectory or anything like that. Get up there. Come on, I'm trying to petrify you. Yep. Panacea. Panaceas are usable by the fairy familiar, which can be kind of nice if you need to get yourself here to like a status ailment. But they're not like the most commonly like needed. Quick dress, no. Chainmail, no. Open this up. We don't have the key for this yet, do we? Yeah, we do not. Save. That activated. Trigger feeling mega EP. I know that feel. Then again, I'm also kind of always mega EP. The ammo very Timja. Truly words written by a poet. Okay, the Sharura, I believe, is an item you normally get from... Actually, is that what I'm thinking of? Sharura... No, I'm thinking of a different weapon, actually. At least a great club with, like, an ice element. Alright. Actually, we do have all the, materials we need to survive this area, so let's give it a shot. Also, let's get the check in here first, because why not? More stuff. Take care. Have a good night, Caltrix, and thanks for hanging out while you could. Alright, let's see if this region actually trolls us at all. We're still gonna be a little on the underpowered side, but... I don't know if you can get stoned, actually. Actually, how much damage does... Okay, it only does one. That is not gonna work. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't think any of these guys can be petrified. Oh, that was a quest enemy. Okay. That's cool. Aqua Stream. That is technically progression, actually. It's kind of one of the worst progressions, but it is technically progression. Wait. Dang it. Yeah, these guys do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Yep. Those guys have way too much health. Ow. Yeah, just... How are you still alive? Okay, so now I just need to get these guys shards. I don't think they dropped a shard yet. Ooh. Oh, we got 3 of them. Nice. Okay, no shard. There's a shard. Beast Guardian, not helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and... At least don't give us nearly as much MP as I thought they would. Use one of those and we'll get ready for this fight here. Prepare for a lot of falling. Yeah, he is only vulnerable on his head. No other part of his body can actually like be damaged. Ow. Of course, he does like a trillion damage to me. Yeah, once it gets below a certain health threshold, you'll start doing, ow. You'll start having like extra, like a little extra effect to his attacks. We're kind of looking forward to that. Okay, now he's hit the threshold. Oh, he's doing it again? I didn't know he could do this twice in a row. Ow. Wait. Since when do you do those two attacks together? I don't remember that being a thing. There we go. Okay, so none of the shards were important. That's unfortunate, but we did get a quest kill out of it. That's at least kind of nice. And we get a loot, which is not useful. Why would it be? Go. Oh, we actually got a hoof from a like equine enemy. That's kind of amazing. Is my username a game reference? It's not like the name of a character in an Ultimate game. So, my name is kind of a boring origin story. So, the Jevlith part of the name was back when I was trying to find just like a last name for my persona. And I was asking like some friends for some like sample stuff like that. And Jevlith was just one of like the random options that they came up with. And I'm just like, I like the sound of that. So, I just took Jevlith on as that part of it. The name Aaron has an even like simpler source to it. I'm not creative when it comes to names. The way I usually come up with names is I kind of just look around for any random word that's within my sight. And my brain just kind of randomly like rearranges or adds or removes letters. And Aaron comes from the word parental on a parental advisory sticker from the Disturbed Down with the Sickness CD I had back in the day. So my brain just took out the P and then the TAL at the end and added an extra R to it. And then boom, that's just how I got my Aaron name. Yeah, that's literally the origin story of my name. Is there anything else to get here? No, there isn't actually, so we'll go back to the teleporter. Where do I want to go at this point? Actually, I do want to go back to, Wait, did I get the passport made? I don't think I got the passport made yet. Let's go get the passport so we can go through the train sequence. There we go. We're so close to teleporter, we don't need to waste a warp stone. Oh, we would have gotten a shard from that, but their shard's kind of useless, so. Very spaghetti. Yeah, nothing super exciting. I should be saving this for healing, honestly, but eh.
So, what'll it be?
Okay. Oh, we can prepare drinks. Let's go. Yeah, I want to get both of these. I want as much extra regen as I can possibly get.
I'll go with this.
I haven't made fried egg yet.
Great, I'll go with this.
Do these so I can get more basic materials.
I'll go with this. Johannes.
Is there anything I need immediately? Definitely these. I want the MP recharge.
Scrumptious.
Oh, that gives me more MP. Hell yeah.
Scrumptious.
Okay, let's go buy more of the
There's a way to
ingredients.
stop the crystal from corrupting me. What are you looking to buy?
To do... Oh god, the consomme is expensive. Then again, so is that.
Is this... Thank you. Is this...
Let's get a handful more of those. Oh, why is that so expensive? Ew, okay. Is there anything new for us to buy equipment-wise? Doesn't look like it. Let's get more high potions back.
Have a deal.
Don't thaw, high ether.
Many thanks.
Yeah, nothing else immediately usable there. Let's go get our potatoes. I forget how your quest setup thing works here. Okay, I can still choose. Fawn cake. Eat hot pot. Solomon's ring is good for getting a higher likelihood of getting shards. But isn't like super exciting otherwise. Okay, Kung Fu vest. Oh, we can do a hair. Okay, Kung Fu vest, fairy scarf. Kung Fu fairy thunder.
What are you looking to buy?
Oh, I can't get a thunder. Kung Fu, nope. We can do the fairy scarf at least.
We have a deal.
There's an old YouTube video making a joke about Disturbed. I don't know if I'm immediately familiar with it. So we got the fairy wing. I don't think that's a useful weapon there. There it is.
Thank you.
Fairy scarf. Eat hot pod. That should give us like a lot of strength. Okay, a lot of stats in general. I'm gonna save this for healing though. Yeah. Greatest hit of all Disturbed. I think I might have actually seen that video for that. It's been so long though. Or it's just David Draymond basically making like a whole bunch of random noises. Yeah, none of these are still none of these are useful. Yeah. We'll do this just so we can buy more gunpowder. Not that it actually matters. We can do this to buy more gold.
I'll go with this.
How much is gold gonna cost in this rando?
Tell me, what exactly
Gold's
is
like
the living
hella expensive in
diet?
the base game.
What are you looking to buy?
Gold. Okay, it's a lot cheaper. I think in the base game it was like 50 or 75,000 each. That's a definitely better one.
Thank you.
As an underground metal fan, you didn't respect Disturbed? Didn't as in past tense and you do now, or am I misinterpreting that statement? Someone called him a gateway metal band? I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, I wouldn't think. I mean, everybody has some way that they get into like certain genres, and if like certain bands are like they're the way into like the new style of music, I'd say more power to them. Now that you're older, you like Disturbed, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of feel like a lot of people have the same. I don't know if hatred is necessarily the right word, but you know, same thing for like bands like Nickelback, stuff like that. And I've always been a thing of like, just like, if you like the music, just like the music. You don't need to like justify it or like antagonize any other bands and stuff like that. You really let a lot of musical stuff down you're older. I'm assuming you meant like listen or something like that, but yeah. Yeah, I used to be like very picky about the music I listened to back in the day. Like there was literally like a 5 to 6 year period where the only thing I would listen to would be Weird Al. And just nothing else. Like, even like the original tracks that he covered, I couldn't even listen to, stuff like that. Okay, so you really let go of, let go of a lot of musical stuff that you're older. Yeah. Used to be a metal elitist. I think I was kind of like that for like some band, but I forget which band it was. But yeah, there quickly comes a point where just like, there's no reason to really have that kind of mindset. It's like, usually you want more people to be involved in your hobby, to get more people like enjoy the music, stuff like that. And yeah, people being like that just kind of ruins it, at least for me. I really don't need the ancient TR. I like defense. Yeah, I still say for the most part, Disturbed is still one of my favorite bands, alongside of like Dream Theater, Symphony X. I'm trying to think of a couple other ones, but their names are not coming into head or off the top of my head for whatever reason. Oh, I can't reach you. You get down here so I can murder you. Yeah, like that. Thank you. Is there a chest I missed? Oh, it was just a resource chest. We'll just grab it as we get off the map. Ooh, nice. Okay, just resist fire. Not the most helpful. How dare you jump off the bell? Make my job harder. And or more complicated. There we go. Got that started. I got what was in there, didn't I? I think I did. Got a cookie recipe. Ooh, with Mithridates. Those are the antidotes of the game. Ooh, discount card. Stuff for cheaper in the shop. Yeah, the next band you make, you'll twist the members' influence into evil chainsaw riffs as HM2 death metal. I'm not familiar with that subgenre. I mean, I've always kind of been bad with like defining subgenres for music, but I don't think I've even like heard the term for that before. Yeah, let's go save here, and then we'll go do Bloodless. Since we have a good magic spell, we don't even worry about her regaining so much health. Yeah, Bloodless is also the only boss in the game who will actually just like walk into you to do damage. Yeah, get slowed. Come on, get in your second phase. There you go. Ow. Why do you do so much damage? Actually. Oh god. No, good time to use that. There we go. Yeah, basically type of death metal that uses the boss HM2 or clone to get a specific type of distortion comparable to a chainsaw. Oh my god, dimension shift. I have never gotten that shard from a boss before, and that actually kind of makes sense, because that's like one of our 2 go mode requirements. Okay, so we're not worried about shards anymore, we're just worried about finding equipment. Yeah, I'll admit, like, for me, like, the only issues I have with metal genres for the most part are ones that just go, like, way too fast with their strumming, where you can't even really, like, detect the rhythm, or ones where, like, the vocalist is just basically doing, like, screaming / guttural vocals. That just does not do good for, like, my ears. I can't listen to that kind of stuff. But otherwise, like, anything with, like, a good solo, good, like, energetic pace to it, that's kind of where my jam is when it comes to metal. Especially with stuff like complex chords, too. Oh, God. Okay, so we've done everything here, then. Moiter. Yeah, this way is going to be faster to Oh, I need to open this up. This is gonna be faster to a teleporter. Yeah, it took you a long time to get used to harsh vocals, but you love it now, and you can do a high grappling grasp. Yeah, my brain has just never done good with that kind of sound, and I don't expect it to ever do so, especially given how long I've been listening to music at this point. It just, my brain is not made happy because of it, just, that's all it is. So we do have... Okay, so we can go underground, and we can do the train. Let's do the train first. Let's see if maybe we can get, like, the deep sinker shard before going underwater. Because that does make movement a more simpler. Still can't get that chest yet. So safety save. Drops are somewhat random, but the items are not randomly generated. So the items that an enemy will drop have been randomized. So every enemy has 2 items that they can drop in this game. They have a common drop and then a rare drop. And then every enemy, actually no, I think it's up to like 4 different items. I'm actually thinking about it. You can actually check in the archives here. So for example, Thunder Elemental. Okay, so every enemy can drop up to 4 items. The number of items they can drop is basically shuffled amongst other enemies, because like I said, some have 2 items, some have 3 items, some have 4 items, and so forth. The items themselves are randomized as well. Like this enemy like would not normally spawn a garlic. You can tell that kind of just by the way it looks. And all the drop rates in this game for both items and shards are buffed to basically make like the farming for certain items and shards easier, because yeah, in the base game, there's a lot of shards with only like a 1 or 2 or 3% drop rate. And the boss, like some bosses only have like a partial drop rate as well. So they make sure it's 100% in this one for the bosses. So that's one thing I do like about this particular randomizer. One thing I'm not a fan of is that it also tries to be a challenge mod at the same time, where it limits on how many like healing foods you can have sort of one time. Like in the base game, like for example, I think I still have food left, right? Yeah, so for example, this fried egg right here. In the base game, I could have up to like 99 fried eggs in my inventory at one time. In this randomizer mod, I can only have 1 individual copy of each food item on hand at a time. And I've never really been a fan of like the kind of like the arbitrary increased difficulty stuff like that. I think they do it as a quote unquote balance mechanism, but I really don't think the game needs that. It's like people do not play randomizers to have like more balanced combat. General rule. And we got a cutscene. But yeah, basically the items and their chance of dropping from enemies are basically determined at the generation of the seed itself. Standstill can be a fun shard, but it can also soft lock the game, as I've experienced like on several occasions. So I've just never used it. And you'd be surprised how combat can be balanced. I mean, you can balance combat, but for randomizers, balancing combat is not typically the point. That's kind of the statement I'm trying to make. If you want to do like a regular gameplay through and have like quote unquote more balanced combat, that's all. Then that's yeah. If you want to do that, then all more power to you. I'm just not a fan of those personally, because a lot of the mods for that tend to kind of go a little overboard with it. Where like instead of having you like oh yeah, so Zangetsu is basically this character in like the red robe right here. He's kind of integral to certain parts of the storyline normally. In this mode, he's with you so you can actually like, progress through most of this area. Because you're not supposed to have stuff like high jump or I think even double jump at this stage. So Zangetsu lets you actually... I can actually show you like right here. So in the regular game, you have to wait for Zangetsu to shoot a little thing up here. You played as him in the other Bloodstained games. Yeah, so the other Bloodstained games do still have all the base characters in this game.
Miriam, get on this train.
Yeah, so he basically used that to get himself up in the progression up there. Why is there a chest down there? It's like a safety chest or something. Yeah, I think Dominique is also in the 8-bit game. There's another character that's part of that too, but I can't think of... Oh no, I think it's Alfred is I think the other one. I don't need standstill games. Stop giving me standstill. Also, Zangetsu is very overpowered as a guest character in this section for kind of obvious reasons. He kind of needs to be. But yeah. But I still need your shard. And I stopped getting standstill. I neither need nor want standstill.
I will cut down
You. Yeah, this is also a fight that can soft lock if you do like the wrong, like, I think like a wrong amount of damage or a certain like DPS. Unfortunately, I don't really know like where specifically that goes to. So I'm kind of always like hesitant to do like too much damage in general. I think it's if you do enough damage to kill him before Zangetsu does the ripping off the face mask thing, then it basically skips the trigger for that. You actually just can't defeat him otherwise. Okay, there's invert. I'll probably turn that off immediately because there's a lot of times where I accidentally do an invert and just like slow things down and makes things more annoying. Shards, turn that off. There are parts where we do specifically need that in order to get access to certain checks, and when we get to those, I'll turn it on, but otherwise I'm just gonna turn it off. Red shard. Okay, we already had your shard. So is there a dog that pilots a suit that looks like a steam locomotive in this game? That I believe is completely unique to the 8-bit games. I don't know why that character is unique necessarily, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, that character does not appear anywhere in this actual game. I know one thing that's always kind of bugged me too is that like the speedruns for the Bloodstained games, like nobody pays attention to the speedruns for this specific game, but everybody pays attention to the speedruns for the 8-bit versions, and I don't really fully understand why. Come on, give me a shard. Okay, that one's bugged. Yay, shard. Not that I actually even need shards anymore. I need to not worry about shards. I literally have all the shards I need. I just want equipment now. And I think the Zangetsu was typically in a green chest like that. So I'm keeping an eye out for those in particular. Safety save. This boss is like the one that always felt out of place to me in this game, because he is so anime coded in every possible way. And it's kind of distracting for me. Purple shard. Don't need. I'm still eagerly waiting to find Summon Hellhound. That is the best. Well, we need Summon Hellhound, and we also need the Jeebel's glasses to make proper use of that. It costs way too much MP otherwise, normally. Lee 8s. Oh my god, we have go mode. We actually have go mode. We have not had this in so friggin' long. Where's my warp shard? Or waystone? There we go. We do have ads coming up momentarily. I think I'm going to go ahead and run those real quick, even though we're going to be kind of beating this game pretty quickly, since we have go mode and everything. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the BRB. I'm going to run some ads, because there's not going to be anything else or going on the stream otherwise. But yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Until then, a burb. Yeah, I'm back a little bit early. All right, let me get myself scooted in real quick. And welcome on back to Mads, everyone. He's too fast. Oh, that speedrun training is turning Aaron into a blur. I'm moving so fast, it looks like I'm not even moving at all. Also, Gecko, you were here at the start of the stream, right? Or am I, like... Oh yeah, I still need to turn that up. Thank you for that. I think you were at the start, right? Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't, like, miss a greeting on that and whatnot. Is there anything, like, last minute we can do for... Oh, we could make a bunch of food, actually. Do that for more magic.
I'll go with this.
Or MP, I should say.
Great.
We can make... Okay, we can make several of these.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Okay, we already have the fried eggs, so we can't make any more of those. Could make some of these.
I'll go with this.
Make this for now. If we can buy more ingredients to make more stuff. It's still expensive. Okay. Oh, that is dirt cheap. I love that. I mean, it's more affordable. Let's just make 5 of those. I want to try to save some money for the. Okay, so now we've made one of everything, so we should have all the possible ingredients.
So, what'll it be?
We need my. Oh, we can only make one of these two. This it does a lot more healing.
I'll go with this.
Alright, let's see how much we can actually, like, buy for healing.
What are you looking to buy?
Should be under this menu, right? No? And, again, this is one of the reasons I hate certain challenge mods. Because we literally cannot get, like, appropriate healing for a boss that we are basically not prepared for otherwise. Alright. Okay, so what do I need to make more of, like, the high value stuff we currently have?
So, what'll it be?
Air. Need halite. I think halite is actually under a different subsection for some reason. I think it's usually under this category, but yeah, I don't see it here. We have basically everything here we could possibly, yeah, okay. So we have to try to make it through with just the gear that we have. So I can take this, go back to the Zangetsuno. We'll go and update our save just in case. Yeah, you missed most of the stream so far. Had to deal with personal stuff that literally came up once I started. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's at least stuff that's been able to, like, get resolved and whatnot.
Here's what
Just because the pots are too expensive, randomly priced. So the way that this randomizer itself is set up, the person who developed it, they basically added on it. So in the normal game, you can have as many copies of each of, like, the different food items you have one in your inventory. So if you want to have, like, 99 berry spaghettis, you can have that. If you want to have 99, like, fish hot pots, you can have those. In the randomizer, you can only have one of each food item. And the food items are, like, 99% of the time better than actual potions for healing. And apparently you cannot just buy completed food items like you can normally. Because normally when you craft something in the game, whether it's you craft a material, you craft a weapon, you craft food, stuff like that, normally it becomes immediately available in the shop for purchase for, like, ad infinitum. That feature is also taken out of the randomizer because they try to quote-unquote rebalance it. And as I always say, the randomizers are not meant to be rebalances of games. They're just meant to, like, change up where things are in your progression and stuff like that. So that's kind of like a... I don't know if a moral difference is the right word in that one, but that's what I'm going to go with. That's all I can think of. Yeah, it's basically a moral difference I have with the game. Also, EA for having a really good weapon now. Oh, actually, I think I'd have a, yeah, apple juice so I can get more MP recovery. Alright, so now my accelerator only costs 2 MP per second. And that's another thing as well, is that they also reduce the amount of MP recovery bonus you get from the drinks. I'm going the wrong way. We can go this way instead. Yeah, because normally each drink gives you, like, 1 MP reduction per consumption. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going this way. But yeah, the base game you get 1 per drink item, and this you get literally half of that. Oh right, I still need to take care of Jeeble. Forgot about that. Okay, Waystone. It's been so long since I've actually had the ability to have go mode in this, I'm actually forgetting the sequence of events. I do need to be a bit careful about this fight, because if I don't do it right, I'll get a bad ending instead of the proper ending.
Next time, obey.
You're not my father. Nope, I went too fast. Jeeble hint? What do you mean Jeeble hint?
With that many shards bound to you, you will be all too easy to possess.
Yeah, shut up, lady. Yeah, that's the problem with having like a massively high DPS is you can easily overshot the damage on that. Let's try that again. Or not, the game can just crash. Yeah, let's boot that up again then. So the debug's gonna come up first. I gotta close that. Close that. Then Alt Tab so I can get the actual game window in the right position. No, I don't want to scale. Why are you scaling? Hello? Oh god, okay. I think I need to... Why was that scaling at all? I have never seen it scale before. Shenanigans. The window moved itself back into its original position. I did not call for that. Okay. There we go. Try that again.
Next time, obey.
I wonder what the Jeeble hint... Actually, do we still technically have the Jeeble hint? I don't think we would. Button train hint. Oh, okay, so if you... So normally in this game, if you beat a boss without taking any damage, you get basically a little key item that just says, hey, you did the thing, congratulations. This game actually turns that into a hint, which is actually kind of cool. Although then you do have to actually have skill in order to get the hint then. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. The location of the Beret of Bravery. Of course, that assumes you remember where the Beret of Bravery is, which, no, I do not. There we go. Hey, we did it correctly. Frames for no damage. Yeah, I like the idea of that, but then again, if you're not necessarily like good at platform, you're trying to play this just for the sake of the randomizer, then you get kind of shafted on trying to figure out where things are, which is the thing I'm not a big fan of. What is Jubilant? Invert is on a boss. I feel like they're... Okay, that is an extremely vague hint. Like, it doesn't say, like, where approximately the boss is located. It just says it's on a boss. There are a bunch of bosses in this game. That falls under the, do you realize how little that narrows it down category? Troll hint indeed. Actually, no, what would have been better, actually? If we got the hint on, like, a standard boss that drops a shard, and that boss was the one who dropped invert. That would have been the ultimate troll hint right there. Wait, we actually got to skip the cutscene? That's new. Yeah, try to get a little bit of extra experience. Oh, we got a free shard. Oh, okay. Reflection Ray is normally one of the progressive movement shards. But yeah, we just never really needed it this run. Really, game? There. Here for the safety save. Actually, the fun thing is because we have, hold on. The full tab, make that a favorite. And then Dimension Shift. Because we have Dimension Shift, you see this boss right here?
Dimension shift!
Nah. We don't need no stinking bosses. Why is the frog still alive? Oh, God. But the boss might have invert. See, here's the thing. We already have invert. We already beat that boss. That hint does literally nothing for us. Will you stop hitting me with your oversized hitbox? That is heckin'... Okay, apparently Igniclius actually does healing, too. Which I guess is kind of cool. There we go. Yeah, I would love to actually get the Fairy Familiar. Do I have the Fairy Familiar? I do not. Yeah, 'cause the Fairy Familiar would actually allow us to use some of the other healing items we purchased earlier. But unfortunately, we are not that lucky. In that case, never mind. Exactly. There's still a couple items in here we could try to sneak our little paws onto. Don't really need that. That's a... I thought that was a safe for some reason. Flame Whip, recipe, okay. Yeah, I'm basically trying to see if I can get any more like food items on the way. Also, if you took the Tome of Conquest and you entered this door, this would be where you had the secret boss fight. We, however, do not want any of the secret boss fights, so we're just gonna skip that entirely. Crap, where was the save room from here? You gonna move, buddy? Okay, I'll just do that to you then. This is actually not really the way we need to be going. Not sure why I'm going this way. Oh, I thought I'd be able to avoid you there. Dang it. Oh, heck. Oh, God. Okay, that thing could just straight up destroy me. Thankfully, we had iframes from the... Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, thankfully we had iframes. Okay, so now swap to Dimension Shift. Yeah, this section right here is the only reason you need Dimension Shift for Go mode. Just this one little room, those three uses. Actually, I guess this use here if we don't have a... Well, we can also use Reflector Ray to get here, but... Yeah, you already have Dimension Shift, there's no reason to have anything else. So we'll swap this back to Faltayab. I don't know how well this fight is going to work with our current gear and level. Let's find out. I suppose I could also try to focus my equipment more on defense and intelligence. Because we really don't need, like, a physical attack for anything. I could increase my... That's only 2 points, it's not going to do a lot. Money as power is completely useless. Like, even if you have, like, 10 million gold, you get, like, maybe a 10% boost in stats, and that is, like, nothing. Let's boost our intelligence. And then for our equipment... We don't really need a weapon. Blaze already gives us our best defense, our best stats overall. I want to keep the intelligence from the coronation gown. Should get more defense there. That lowers our intelligence, though. That's the problem with that. Reduces magic depletion. I don't think we really need that, because we're not really using like a lot of magic, honestly. Yeah, I think we're fine with what we got. Actually, we could replace this. We don't really need the speed per se anymore. Oh, that gives us defense and intelligence, then sure. Dang it. If I was too close, the spell doesn't really do anything either. Ah, dang it. Oh, are you serious? Those things were literally juggling me. That's heckin' rude. Ow. Beauty Rise for sure. Okay. Fair game. Ow. Okay, you are kind of getting low on health. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Everything increases magic? No, I do not. There we go. Phase 1 down. A special cutscene for a boss attack? It's just a random... So it's actually the same shard that you can use as well. That's called Draconic Rage. It's literally just the exact same as that attack. It's just like a big like hitbox session, but it takes a little bit of wind-up time to do. It does a lot of damage, though. Okay, now we're just waiting to find out where Dominique spawns. Okay, you're on that head. So each head has their own individual HP pool, and then whichever head Dominique is on, Dominique has her own hit point pool as well. We want to focus specifically on... Oh, God. We want to focus specifically on the head that Dominique is on. Because nothing else really has any value to it. Ow. Missile Cutlass, sure. Ah, dang it. Ooh, I barely dodged that.
I give you death.
Yeah, turn your disability into an ability. Ow. I gotta wait for the new head. Where are you spawning? You can also attack the heads ahead of time and get them destroyed so she can't spawn on them anymore. But there's kind of really no reason because it doesn't actually like functionally change anything. Will you spawn already? Thank you. Ow. Come on. Got him. Let's let him go. Yeah, not only is this the first time we've actually gotten to beat Bloodstained in a while, this has actually definitely been one of the faster runs, too. Yay, demon murder. Now to summon a barrier that prevents Bale from entering our world again. Normally they're more spread out than that. I did it. Got my fancy hat and everything. Now the hot monsters need a new leader. Opens door to harem. I mean, yeah, they're all basically out of work at this point, so yeah, they're gonna need someone new. All right, so we still have things. I kind of want to do something a little more to kind of fill out the stream a little bit, but I also do kind of want to give myself a little more time to rest. I didn't really have like a lot of relaxation time tonight, nor did I get a lot of proper sleep last night. Yeah, I kind of hate to end like so soon after the ads ran, but I think I'm going to take this opportunity to get a little more rest for the rest of the night, because like I said, it kind of the various circumstances of the hat and everything. One of the things that didn't help as well is that I after work, I went to one of the grocery stores to initially pick up like 2 items. That's all I needed to do. I eventually kept adding on things to that list, like, oh, I guess I could get this while I'm here. Oh, I guess I can get this while I'm here. I eventually go up to the line, and for some reason, the grocery store was like super packed, and there was like a lot of long lines, both for the self-checkouts and for like the 2 stations they had open. So eventually, I get in the line I get in like one of the regular lines, and then I realize, oh wait, I still need to get the like cards, like gift cards for my family for Christmas. So I go out of line to get all those, find the stuff, I go back in the line, wait a little bit, then realize, oh wait, I should probably get actually like Christmas cards too for them as well. So I left the line for that, went to go pick up the cards there, went back into the self-checkout line. Then by the time I got up to the actual like self-checkout register, it's literally as I start to scan in like the gift cards, I'm like, oh wait, I can't scan in gift cards in the self-checkout station. So then I had to get back into the line for like the regular station, and yeah, it just what should have only taken 5 minutes wound up taking like 45. And yeah, I got home, I barely had enough time to finish my dinner before sending my stream alerts. So yeah, I think I'll take the opportunity to give myself a little bit more rest at this point. So we'll go ahead and end a little early on the early side. Let me get the wheel updated before I forget. The Bloodstained is now cleared. Increase everything else by 1, except for SMZ3, which now gets a second tab. So there's 1 too many slots for that. That's at 1. There's the quest gets 1. Actually, still we get 2. That'd be the second. Oh no, Bloodstained was the second most likely, and that was the, yeah, nothing else gets a bonus point. Alright, so that should be the wheel updated. You know the feeling though, you always end up buying more than expected when you shop. Yeah, because I'm also trying to kind of prepare myself for the fact that I'm going to be out for 5 days of work, and then that I want to like go outside as little as humanly possible for those 5 days. I just want to be able to stay home and chill and kind of do my own thing. And yeah, there's always, like, the last 3 times I've gone to the grocery store to pick stuff up, I go home and then within like half an hour I realize, oh crap, I should have picked this up too while I was there. So I've been having a lot of that like the past week and a half as well, so that definitely doesn't help. But yeah, so who is doing the things? I already see one person playing a cute as hell looking game, so they're already very high on my list. No, I feel like I also haven't, okay, when was the last time I rated you? I need to go to mod view. When did I last raid? I think I just do this. It's been a month since I've rated you. I need to correct that immediately. They are, yeah, they're doing, I'm not sure if this is actually the correct name of the game. Their stream title is Mario and the Arrest Warrant, which gives me a lot of concerns. But given the game, or given the fact that it's a Mario 64 mod, that honestly probably really shouldn't surprise me. Let's go give Demi a good heckin' raid. Raid Demi the Dukin. Then, okay, how about this? We actually beat the game for a change. This was like a very appropriate message for just this game, because it's been so long since we've actually finished the Bloodstained Randomizer. Most of the time, we find either we find like Zangetsudo and we just can't find Dimension Shift in time, or we find Dimension Shift and we can't find Zangetsudo in time. This time it was all just like perfectly easy. I need to make more use of the fact that there's like a test seed button that I can actually confirm the beatability of it. I wonder if maybe some of these randos aren't actually beatable. That is actually an entirely possible theory. But yeah, let's go say hi to Demi. And yeah, I think that's all I got. So tomorrow we'll be starting up our new casual game playthrough. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. No stream on Thursday because, you know, Christmas. No stream on Friday because I figure if I'm going to have like one stream in the middle of everything, I may as well make it like a proper mini vacation. Sunday, we should be back with more Supermarket Simulator with Nambi and Moxie. Also looking forward to that. And yeah, that's going to be basically the upcoming week for schedule stuff like that. And so with that, I say thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out and enjoying the shenanigans here with me. And let's go say hi to Demi, and I shall bid you all a good night and your cat meme.